Would you know what a bomb looked like if you walked by one? What is a dirty bomb? What if one went off? The training you get here will save you and your family's life in the event of a terrorist-detonated nuclear, radiological, or conventional bomb. The best way to prevent a bombing incident is to alert law enforcement of any suspicious packages. So, how do we know if a package is suspicious or not? Well, here's a good rule of thumb. If the package is in an area not normally used or has unusual noises, smells, wires, or it's leaking fluid or powder, consider it suspicious. Memorize this rule. It can save lives. Here are some examples on how to use the rule.
Hey, it looks like someone left their laptop bag. I bet they're worried sick about it.
You know, I think it was that salesman that came by this morning. Let's take it over to security.
Good idea.
Did you notice their instincts were alerted? However, the bag was in a place the public always visited. It didn't break the unusual location rule. Therefore, it was not suspicious.
Whoa, what's that?
Looks like someone forgot their computer bag.
I don't see any names on it or anything. Maybe we should take it to security.
You know, I don't know. It seems a little suspicious. Took our ID cards to get in here. No one's ever in this back room. Maybe we should just call the police.
In this scene, their instincts were alerted. Because the bag was in a place the public never visits. It did break the unusual location rule. What about the same bag in the same place as the first scene? What if that bag broke the unusual noises, smells, wires, or leaking fluid or powder rule? Watch what they do in this next scene.
It looks like someone left their laptop bag. Probably worried sick about it. Is that smell coming from the bag? And what's that stuff coming out of it?
That's weird with the wire there too, and that stuff on the ground. I'm gonna call the police.
Have you ever seen a movie? If that's a bomb, your cell phone could set it off.
Good point. I'm gonna go call from a ground line and you watch the door and make sure no one comes near it.
Okay.
In this example, their instincts were alerted because the bag was leaking fluid and had an unusual odor. It broke the other half of the rule. Did you also notice how they did not use a cell phone nor any other radio device near the package? They ensured nobody else would go near it until the authorities arrive. Here are some of the other things to look for that would be considered suspicious.
Hello, my name is Ronald Liston of the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police, Pittsburgh Bomb Squad. What we're going to talk about is some of the items that we've commonly found in the area that we work, and also items that may be common throughout the United States. This device here, the bomber himself or herself actually has to light it and walk away from this device. Another item that's very popular amongst our area is a Molotov cocktail. Molotov cocktail is an incendiary. It's meant to cause fires, things like that. This can be set up with a wick, with a firework, shatter the glass, cause the gasoline to flash, and then it catches whatever it needs to catch on fire. Last item we have is composition 2 or data sheet. Primary explosive, safe to handle, but very, very dangerous. If you can see how thin it is and what you can design and mold this into. If you encounter one of these items, as we encourage you to do, is not to touch it, not to pick it up, not to move it, move safely away from it, and notify the authorities. Dial 911, allow the police officer to come up, and if they deem this to be a package, they'll notify their local bomb squad and they'll respond and deal with it accordingly.
Here's another way to tell if a package is suspicious. If you see a person walking away from the package, you tell them and they don't go back to get it.
Hey, excuse me, sir? You left your bag.
In this case, the suspect ran away. That may not always be the case. Could you see how it would be suspicious if someone didn't come back for their bag? Now, here are some indicators of a vehicle bomb. Heavily weighed down, covered objects in the back seat, unusual smell, possibly burglarized. The license plates may not match each other. Watch an example of a possible car bomb being placed into position.
Hey man, watch it!
Where's he going in such a hurry? Do you smell gasoline? What's that stuff in the back?
That's weird. We should call the sheriff.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Did you see their instincts went off and they took action? Did you see what our worker did? They reported their observation. Let's watch while this officer takes her report.
Okay, sir, I'm going to need a description of the vehicle. We're going to use the acronym SYMBOLS
Okay.
to help you describe it. What color was the vehicle?
It was maroon.
Do you know what year?
Early 2000s, like 2 or 3, I think.
How about the make?
I think it was a Voyager, Plymouth. I remember seeing Plymouth.
Do you know if it was like conversion or just a regular van?
I think it was just a regular.
Did you notice anything unusual? Bike rack, luggage rack, dents, bumper stickers?
Not that I could tell.
When giving a good tip, don't forget your cell phone. You may have a camera handy on your phone. And if you don't have a pen or a camera, call in a description to your home or office answering machine. What if prevention fails? How do you respond to an explosion?
If you're ever in a situation like that, you want to do the best you can to get out of the building as safely and quickly as possible. If it's a smoky environment, you crawl low under the smoke. If you come to a door, you feel it with the back of your hand. If it's hot, you don't want to open it up. If you are trapped in a room, you go to the window. You shake something out of the window. You let us know you're there. And most importantly, if your clothes are on fire, you want to stop, drop, cover your face, and roll.
What about nuclear attacks? What should you do? Here's a good rule of thumb for nuclear attack. If you are within 10 miles of a nuclear attack, shelter in a basement or in a room for a day or two with a radio. Why did I say 10 miles? Well, this might surprise you. I said 10 miles because the nuclear bombs that terrorists might have will probably immediately destroy about 1 square mile and spread radiation 10 miles within the first hour. Watch the following reactions of people to a nuclear attack.
Tammy.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi. Look, they think there may have been a terrorist attack.
What?
They think that a terrorist may have detonated a nuclear bomb in Springdale.
You're kidding me.
No.
In Springdale, that's less than 100 miles away
I know,
from
they
here.
think there may even have been a second attack even closer by. We should turn on the news.
Did you feel that?
Whoa.
What was that?
Felt like an earthquake.
Look downtown. There's a ton of smoke. Do you think we could have been hit by a nuclear bomb too?
I don't know.
I'm leaving. I've got to call my kids. The phone's out. It's out. I'm leaving.
Look, you gotta hold on. If it's a nuclear attack, there's gonna be radiation.
My kids, they need me. I mean, how bad could this radiation be?
Really bad. Look, if it were me, I'd feel the same way, but you need to just stay put. I mean, imagine an x-ray machine going off 1,000 times in an hour. I mean, if you go out, they're gonna hit traffic, there's emergency vehicles, people are gonna be flooding the streets. You just need to stay put. This is what we need to do. We need to grab this radio, grab your cell phone, we'll get some food, we'll go down and wait it out in the basement.
I don't know, Jeff. I'm so scared. I mean, how long are we gonna have to be in this
Just
basement?
a day or two. We'll listen to the
A
radio.
day or two?
Yeah, we'll listen to the radio. They'll tell us about the radiation patterns, and we'll just see what we can do.
How do you know so much about this stuff?
I took a class online, Cat Eyes. Come on.
This person brings up a good point. What about radiation? A nuclear bomb could put out enough radiation within the first hours to give you the equivalent of thousands of x-rays. With that many x-rays, you definitely will die and/or get radiation sickness. If you are close to a subway system, that would be the best place to shelter. In the tunnels, you would be underground, shielded from most of the radiation, and have both transit workers directing your actions and a way to escape the area underground. What about your home or office? How do you shelter there? If you have a basement, go there. If not, seek out an inner room. Radiation is partially absorbed by all elements: wood, paper, brick, glass. The best is dirt and concrete. That's why we recommend basements and subways. Here is a way to enhance your basement or inner room shelter. Put appliances and furniture around you. They will absorb more radiation. Another bonus of sheltering in most basements is clean drinking water. If you're in your home basement, you may be in luck. Most basements have a hot water heater. Watch how you can get 50 gallons of clean drinking water. Turn off the water main, cut off the electric or gas to your hot water heater, and then you can get water out of the hot water tank. Be careful. The water will be hot. Let it cool down before you drink it. Lastly, if you see someone with what looks like a telescope stargazing during the day, or in an unusual location, that could be a surface-to-air missile, also known as a Stinger. These are used to shoot down airplanes.
You have to admit, this is a pretty nice city.
Yeah, except for the aircraft flying around all over the place. It gets really annoying.
Well, once you get past that, pretty nice.
I guess. Wait, does that guy have a telescope over there?
That does not look like a telescope. Maybe we should call the police.
I think you're right. You should do that.